this evening will provide useful information on candidates' positions on critical issues of concern to citizens. We would also like to recognize and thank the Delta Life Center for providing tonight's meeting space, as well as Stagefront Presentation Systems for making available the microphone. As reminders, unauthorized taping is not permitted, and any recording of the forum must always be shown in its entirety. Also, please silence your cell phones right now if you have not already done so. The City of Charleston will hold a general election on Tuesday, November the 8th, 2011 for the office of Mayor, Commissioner of Public Works, and City Council seats for Districts 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. The term of office will expire November 2015 for Mayor and City Council seats, and 2017 for Commissioner of Public Works. The election is nonpartisan, and City Council seats are by single-member districts. A majority of the vote is needed in order to win election. Should a runoff election be necessary, that will take place on Tuesday, November 22nd. The City of Charleston has recently rebalanced district sizes based on the 2010 census, so that a vote in one district has the same weight as a vote in all others. Please be aware that your individual district may have changed. Check your map here or available on the City of Charleston's website. My role tonight is to keep the dialogue going and to ensure that all candidates adhere to the strict timeline. Our timekeeper in the front row here will signal candidates about their remaining time and when time is up.
Thank you.
The format for tonight's forum with candidates is as follows. The candidates will be called upon alphabetically by district for introductory remarks of 90 seconds or less. After opening statements, candidates will then each have up to 90 seconds to respond to an opening question from the forum co-sponsors. We will then ask questions that have been submitted by audience members. Should you wish to submit a question, volunteers are around the room with note cards and pens. Would the volunteers please raise your hands? Here. Please raise your hand and a volunteer will bring the pens and the cards to you and pick them up when you finish your question. These questions are then sorted by league members for clarity and duplication. Candidates have the option of providing an additional 60-second comment after all initial responses to a question. I would like to ask the candidates to please signal me if you wish to do so. Finally, each candidate has 60 seconds for closing remarks. Closing comments will be presented in reverse order from the opening remarks sequence. To ensure that all of our candidates have a fair and equal amount of time to respond to questions, we ask the audience to please hold your applause until the end of the forum. Also, we ask that you refrain from making comments or noise during the candidates' remarks. Before introducing the candidates for City Council, we would also like to recognize Commissioner Thomas Pritchard. Is he here tonight? He is unopposed for the Commissioner of Public Works. If he comes in later, we will recognize him, and then you can feel free to ask him questions about issues you're interested in after the forum. It is now my pleasure to introduce the candidates for Charleston City Council. They will be introduced in order by numerical order, and the candidates in alphabetical order by district, by last name. District 7. Mr. Robert B. O'Brien, Mr. Keith Waring. District 9, City Council Member Aubrey Alexander, Mr. Bob Aubrey. District 11, Ms. Laura Dukes Beck, Mr. Andy Bragg, and Mr. Bill Moody. For opening statements, we begin with Mr. O'Brien.